Good morning, Vlogmas day. I don't know what day because I have avoided saying that. It is December 12th, I can tell you that much. It is Friday, so I'm in my usual Friday get up. I have my hair on top of my head. I have sweatpants on. This is a, well, it's a store-bought sweater. I got it from Stitch Fix. Does that count as a store? The point is I didn't make this, but it's super cozy. I could have made it, but sometimes we buy things. I am going to show you my Advent stuff for this morning. So I have put on the next stripe in my Freckled Whimsy socks, and I have continued to add gusset increases. So they're getting wider on the back, and I will be putting the first one's heel in tomorrow, and then I will put the next one's heel in the next day. So they're getting closer. They're gonna be socks I can wear very soon. I'm excited. I love them. They're gonna be, I can tell they're gonna be some of my favorite socks I wear. I'm gonna wear them over and over and over. All my Freckled Whimsy socks are. This is Chicken Lady Fiber Arts for day 12. We are now in Illinois, and so we're looking at mostly corn and soybean fields. We're at a lake in southern Illinois. Oh, making our way to Salem, Illinois, which is the birthplace of William Jennings Bryan. So Lynn, first she's given us this little inspo pic. Looks like we've got albino squirrels in Olney, Illinois. Why is that hard to say? But back to this William Jennings Bryan, being from Salem, Illinois, apparently. He is known for a couple of things, but one of those things that Lynn even mentions in here is he was part of the whole Scopes monkey trial that happened in 1925, which happened in the town of Dayton, which is, 20 minutes from where we live. And they reenact the trial every summer in the courthouse that it actually happened in, and you can buy tickets like a play, which we have gone to. It's pretty interesting. I love old old things. I love old buildings. I love anything that's historic. I don't know how old something has to be historic, but I love that kind of stuff. And the courthouse in the town of Dayton is very cool. And to have that trial play out, they have the transcript, so they just reenact it entirely, totally gets the audience pulled into it. It's very fun. And because Dayton is only really famous for, well, they have a strawberry festival that's pretty big and exciting as far as strawberry festivals can go. But because they're monkey town, there's a brewery in Dayton. It has a couple of locations elsewhere like Chattanooga and stuff, but Monkey Town Brewing is one of my favorite local craft brewers around here. So that's fun. I didn't know he was from Illinois though. And then here is my Nitty McPurley. I feel like it's darker in here this morning. This is my Nitty McPurley skein for the day. It looks pretty aqua minty, but when I was winding it up, I did see that there are some pops of more greeny greens. Maybe we'll see them when the lighting is better and when I've put them into my squares. think I'm going to lay my squares out today and pull out the 4 skeins that I kind of predetermined would be the joining color. Just knowing, you know, because Devin told us that this was going to be blues and greens a while ago, so I was aware of that. So I pulled out some solid color skeins that I thought maybe would go well with blues and greens. We'll see. I'm going to lay them out and we'll kind of look through and see what I have. Maybe none of them are going to work and I'll have to go back to the drawing board, but I'm about halfway through now, so I am starting to think about how I'm going to finish this project out. We don't have much going on today. We don't ever have much going on, but we are just going to hang out this evening. We had some plans and then we've shifted some things around, so we're just going to be cozying up, watching some TV, maybe some Christmas movies, but probably we'll catch up on some shows that we've been watching. And so I'll share what we get up to, but I don't think there's going to be much more. Tomorrow we'll be doing some things. Sunday we'll be doing some things. Not a lot, just more than the almost nothing that we do most weekdays. So I hope y'all have a good weekend coming up, and I will be maybe talking to you later about my squares, but if not, I'll be talking to you tomorrow morning. All right, so I have 12 squares done because we're on day 12. This one's a little wet, so it's a little darker. I haven't been blocking these. I think I said that already, but I have been wetting them so that they lay flat because they do curl up quite a bit. I have my best buddy helping me too. So I'm kind of thinking it's time to consider what color I'm going to be joining all of these squares with. So I pulled out 4 skeins of yarn before I even saw day 1 of this calendar. I just kind of was looking for tonal, mostly solid colors. Look at this little pathetic baby. And thinking that they might be a good contrast or complement to the blues and greens that I was expecting to see. So I do have a skein of Nitty McPurley Frankfurt fingering. So all of this is fingering but held double in the trinket colorway. Now that I see this, I'm not really a fan of that option. I pulled out a skein of Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. Love that journey for me. That's a Schitt's Creek reference. That's a funny show. It's been a few years since I watched it, but I do remember that. It's a very deep purple. So that one's that's a contender. That one I think we're gonna keep in the mix. This one's not quite as solid of a color. I don't think that's a problem though. But this is Sweet Mountain Crafts Knitty Friends, I think is the colorway, or Knitty Friend. Knitty Friends up there and Knitty Friend down below. This, I believe, was a special colorway for the Nitty McPurley retreat. And I'm a pink girly, so of course there had to be, you know, some pink in the mix in for consideration. I do like that as well. I don't know. I am not good at color theory, or I'm not good at color anything. Let's be real. I might have to consult my daughter, who is more artistic than I am. And then this is the 4th color I have pulled out. This is Kudzu Cottage. It must be a brand for them specifically. This is a yarn store in a town, I don't know, an hour and a half away from me. I've been there a couple of times. It's very cute. And I love this color. This is right there with the pink and being in my favorites. It actually, I think, goes really well with what I have so far in here. That might even be my favorite. But we also have to see which colors are coming next. Are you having some sort of tantrum? You know, he's about 3/4 Shih Tzu. And Shih Tzus are notorious for their tantrums and their fits. Are having some sort of issue. Are you over it now? Anyway, so I mean, of course, I'm gonna wait and see until the whole calendar's done, but I think it's fair to say we are moving into green now. So I think that one's the only one that's out. The rest of these are still possibilities, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what the rest of them are. Say goodbye to the people with your attitude.